Thanks for being here on this Thursday. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Shower and storm chances, however, as we've been talking about, will roll back into the neighborhood starting tomorrow. And for part of your weekend, the first half, and then we'll kind of see some back and forth. The good news is temperatures for daytime highs have backed off just a bit. We're from 90 and 91 down to 88 and 89 throughout your forecast and the 7-day. I'll outline the changes that we have for you in just a few moments. Headlines tonight will include beginning the discussion and report on a total of 19 indictments returned today by the sitting McFarland County grand jury. We also have, of course, your local and state COVID update forthcoming. A number representing almost 80% of all hospital beds in the Commonwealth, a number of medical facilities all issuing the same statements requiring vaccines essentially by as well the same date for anyone who is going to be employed there. A host of other information on that front. The Board of Education, I do want to add this before I go to a quick break and then we return. I spoke with Superintendent of Schools here in McFarland County, Scott Hilton, earlier today, as a lot of school districts are starting to announce their plans for how they're going to handle COVID and the upcoming school year. And Hilton tells me that right now they are planning on having a meeting at the first of next week, possibly on Monday, in a special session for the board to discuss just that and, of course, several other important matters. So early next week we'll have that plan as it is going to be presented by the McFarland County Board of Education as school is set to begin here officially on the 11th. And that's just a few days away. So look for that early next week. We'll let you know just as soon as I have that information. I'll have tonight's headlines after just a word or two. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
In his address earlier today, the governor and other state officials outlined a unified step towards trying to get everyone, or as many as possible, in the state of Kentucky vaccinated, referring to the Kentucky Hospital Association, the Kentucky Medical Association, the Kentucky Nurses Association, the Kentucky Society for Post-Acute and Long-Term Care, the American College of Healthcare Administrators, Leading Edge Kentucky, the Kentucky Association Healthcare Facility, as well as a dozen healthcare facilities or hospitals or chains which have all followed suit and announced their support and their stance on trying to get as many people vaccinated in the Commonwealth as possible, essentially saying, as we started to hear hospitals make announcements yesterday, that you will have to be vaccinated in order to be employed there.
I think today is a pivotal day in our battle against COVID-19. Where you see a unified front from these health leaders that's going to help get a lot more people vaccinated. And I think you see them taking just about the very first step, one that will be replicated across the Commonwealth thanks to their courage. And these are the folks that have been in the trenches, that have been trying to keep people alive, that can tell you personally the stories about those that are getting intubated that ask if they can get the vaccine then. Today, you will see a huge, unified front that is going to move Kentucky forward. And remember, they're leading, which is what we need.
As they already do in regards to an immunization record upon employment for hepatitis B, chickenpox, MMR, rubella, tetanus, and a list of others. As I told you on yesterday, hospitals across Kentucky starting to all call for the COVID vaccine before employment or to be able to retain employment within their facility. Yesterday, ARH and UK. Today, joined by at least 10 others, and the list is growing.
The healthcare systems shown on this slide through their logos have all committed to the statement shown above. They have all committed to requiring their entire healthcare workforce to begin a complete vaccination series no later than September 15th, 2021.
Baptist Health, Pikeville Medical Center, CHI St. Joseph, the list, as you can see here, as of earlier today, has already been added to, we believe, by others. In a joint statement, the Kentucky Hospital Association, the Kentucky Medical Association, and the Kentucky Nurses Association, so they all supported these hospitals and health systems amending their existing vaccine policies to require COVID-19 vaccines for their health care employees. A representative of most all of those chains present today with statements saying, for example, we must lead by example. It is very important we take every possible step to safely care for our patients and families. The Delta variant has created a dire circumstance for us, and we need to be proactive for our community. One saying the vaccination rate must go up as we fight together to end this pandemic. Literally, lives depend on it. Those statements continue in similarity. Also from Dr. Stack today, however, some numbers. He said that from March the 1st through August the 4th, 92.3% of COVID cases and 91.4% of COVID hospitalizations and about 89% of the deaths were among partially vaccinated or unvaccinated Kentuckians. He also said in some other significant data, in June, there were 1,197 COVID cases among our young people 12 to 18 and 534 between or in children under the age of 12. However, in July, those numbers climbed dramatically, more than doubling, well more, from 1,197 in 12 to 18-year-olds to 4,165, and from those 534 in under 12 to 2,092. In closing, Bashir also reminded everyone about the last and upcoming Shot at a Million sweepstakes, another $1 million winner, 5 more full-ride scholarships to be given out. And the governor also today adding another incentive to encourage some state employees to get vaccinated. Active, permanent, full, and part-time executive branch employees will be awarded an additional day of annual leave upon getting their COVID vaccine. Local COVID numbers for the day and a new positivity rating for McGoffin County will be in the next report in just a second.
Summer is here, and the deal on the iPhone 12 mini just got even hotter at Appalachian Wireless. The iPhone 12 mini comes with massive features and is the perfect pocket size. Best of all, Appalachian Wireless is offering the iPhone 12 mini for just $1 with a 2-year contract. Good things do come in small packages, and it's the iPhone 12 mini on the region's best network. But don't wait. This deal won't last long. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. State and local COVID numbers before we go on to other headlines. I think we should all just get used to going back to this pattern for the foreseeable future. I am afraid on the state level, not as bad as yesterday as far as the case count is concerned, but over 2,000 cases confirmed today in the Commonwealth. The state's positivity rating has gone up to 10.27%, and as we, I think, did yesterday, another 4 deaths attributed to COVID-19 today. New cases today, well over 2,000 at 2,217, down from a little over 2,500 yesterday, but nevertheless still over the 2,000 mark. Taking a look at yesterday's incident rate map before I take a look at today's. Yesterday, seen here, we had 0 green, 4 yellow, 28 orange, and 88 red, with essentially today just shuffling those around just a bit. I mean, we have now, you're looking at, it's hard to even notice the changes, but just a few counties shifting colors. Still 0 green and only 4 yellow and 28 orange and 88 red. What you will notice as we pull into the viewing area and parts of eastern Kentucky, McGoffin County now well above the critical threshold of 25. We knew earlier in the week, per the health department doing the formula before the state had it completed, that we were in the 30s, but McGoffin County at 42.3 as of today. Floyd County all the way back up to 83.5. Johnson 43.1, Breath at 30.5. And you can see the other counties there indicated to be mostly in the red and or the orange. Johnson County on yesterday recorded 28 new cases. They still are registering 31 lives lost and 9 people currently hospitalized, while in Floyd County, where again they are at 83.5, they had 42 new cases reported yesterday. Currently they have 22 people said to be hospitalized. While Felicia Eastep at the McGoffin County Health Department reported to me just a few moments ago that we've added 4 more cases to McGoffin County's tally today. We started off Monday with 22, 4 on Tuesday, 10 yesterday, back down to 4 today. As you saw, our positivity rating up into the 42 percentile. We currently have 3 people hospitalized. A little good news there. 2 of the 5 were able to be released from the hospital earlier today. That is certainly good news. I believe one of those actually, though, not being able to return home, but having to go for extended care as a result of being in the hospital for several weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Again, 4 new cases in McGoffin County today. And that takes us to tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. I do have a birthday wish tonight, and I always love, that's always cheerful for everyone. I love saying happy birthday. Tonight, we're going to say it to Michael Rao, celebrating her birthday tomorrow from your sister Kat. She said tell her happy birthday today so everyone else can tell her happy birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Michael Rao. Happy birthday to you from your sister. We hope you have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. And again, after this short birthday wish, a short calendar, it's all I've got on the calendar, except to remind everyone, you know, how to get them on here, right? You should by now. It's been 20-some years. They're free, as always. Tell me about your announcement or your birthday or anniversary, and I'll tell everyone else. From there, we go to obituaries, brought to you nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, who reminds me tonight to remind you that services are to be held this Saturday beginning at 2 for Randy Salyer of Salyersville, who passed away Tuesday of this week, the son of the late Jimmy Salyer and late Lorena Patton Salyer Lynch. He's survived by his wife Susie, son Jimmy Randall, daughter Misty Salyer Francis, and sister Wanda Morgan, as well as 2 grandkids and 2 great-grandchildren. Funeral services are to be held this Saturday at 2 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Friends can call in the funeral home for visitation Friday from 4 till 9, and then Saturday morning up until the time that services start, of course. I do have another announcement, this one in loving memory on what would have been his birthday, coming from his mother and his kids, in loving memory of Michael Allen McCarty. Summer is definitely in full swing at the seasonal shop, where it is filled with new arrivals in home decor, women's clothing, Ridge and Holler, and more. They've given their home decor a fresh look, and they have new displays literally wall to wall, from farmhouse to traditional, equestrian, and more. And Oat Shore neoprene bags are the latest craze in women's accessories, and they've got dozens of colors and styles available right now, and new ones coming in daily. And lily planters have arrived just in time for school or work. And don't leave the guys out. Ridge and Holler shirts, yes, that's a McGoffin County Cadillac cap, and hats are a huge seller at the seasonal shop. Designs so unique and so special for our area. Designs you can only get at the seasonal shop. They still have delivery, baby and wedding registry, curbside service, and more. Stop in JJs Burgers and Beer for the weekend specials like 10 boneless buffalo wings and an 18-inch pizza, any toppings, for $14.99. Stop by any day of the week and get any 16-inch pizza for $9.99 and any 18-inch pizza for only $11.99. They've got a different sandwich or soup special every day of the week, big gourmet class hamburger combos, and your favorite domestic beer, $2.49 a bottle or $7.99 by the bucket. JJ's Burgers and Beer at Speedy's in Sagersville. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1 we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich, and behind curtain number 2 our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo, and you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit. But wait, behind curtain number 3 our extra famous footlong with homemade chili, and all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. The sitting McGoffin County Grand Jury returned a total of 19 indictments today, giving authorities ample time to attempt to serve many of those. We will pick up that story again tomorrow, with tonight being able to report out on the following. Currently in the Big Sandy jail, either on charges related to the indictments returned or others, Willie Wireman of Licking River Road in Royalton was indicted per the story that I covered back in June. It was on the 9th day of June that McGoffin County Sheriff's Deputy Terry Tussey responded to a residence after a complaint was called into 911 that he was having sexual relations with an animal there, a dog that was confiscated from Tussey and taken to the Johnson County Animal Shelter. As per the investigation, Wireman has been charged with sexual crimes against an animal. Per this indictment, he remains lodged in the Big Sandy Jail as he has since being arrested on that day. Alvin C. Ratliff Jr. of Sagersville was named in 2 separate indictments, one for possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, the other for trafficking in methamphetamine, trafficking in a controlled substance, that being heroin, possession of drug paraphernalia, and also possession of another controlled substance. All the counts from the same day on around the 18th day of April, when he was arrested by McGoffin County Sheriff's Deputy Jordan Osborne, who presented the case to the McGoffin County Grand Jury. Lloyd P. Conley was named in indictments as well, in a single indictment, charging him with trafficking in methamphetamine, tampering with physical evidence, drug paraphernalia, possession, fleeing police, transfer of motor vehicle without bill of sale, possession of marijuana, operating on a suspended or revoked license, and no insurance. These go back to an arrest on the 27th day of April. That case, too, presented to the McGoffin County Grand Jury, this one by Trooper Ryan Hale of the Kentucky State Police. He currently remains jailed in the Big Sandy. Hassel D. Francis named in 2 separate indictments, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and the second for burglary in the first degree, unlawful imprisonment in the first degree, for holding a female against her will, assault in the 4th, domestic violence, and terroristic threatening. This, too, a case that I covered prior here on Your News Today. This case presented by Trooper James Stratton with the Kentucky State Police out of Post 9. We'll get to the remainder, or the majority at least, of those indictments returned today on tomorrow's program. And lastly, your Licking Valley RACC 7-day, where temperatures have backed off just a wee tiny bit in the overall grand scheme of the forecast period, down from the low 90s to the upper 80s at the end of the spectrum. Yeah, still a pretty nice run. 61 degrees tonight, partly cloudy. It's been some It's been a nice little run of some really comfortable evenings outside. If you've been able to be outside in the porch or backyard or what have you, haven't had to deal with too many mosquitoes this season. Either the flies. I've started to notice the flies, and they tend to start about this time every year, I have noticed. But other than that, it's been really nice. I'm sorry, I'm not sure why I got off on the insects. Partly cloudy, calm winds tonight, 61 degrees. We'll see the mid-80s return for your Friday and for your Saturday, essentially. Partly sunny tomorrow. We'll see about a 20% chance of some showers tomorrow night. I've got 40% there on your screen, but that's been downgraded to about a 20% chance, and that's really late tomorrow night, midnight, or 1 a.m. into your Saturday morning. So tomorrow looks to be perfect. Partly sunny, 85 degrees, and like I said, shower chances are going to hold off until, well, more than likely after we're all fast asleep, or at least getting close to. Mostly cloudy skies. Friday night will give way to chance of showers and thunderstorms early on your Saturday to the tune of about 40%. We'll hit about 84 degrees with partly sunny skies on the first half of your weekend, and those shower chances will hang around through most of your Saturday on and off. No big weather makers expected as of right now. And they'll clear out quite nicely for a really nice latter half of the weekend. 87, sunny, mostly clear for your Sunday, and that will sum up your Sunday forecast in a nutshell. Thereafter, we start off next week in the upper 80s, better than the low 90s. 89 Monday, 88 Tuesday, 89 Wednesday, 88 Thursday. Can you see a pattern? Sunny to mostly sunny skies across the board, and shower chances are going to hang around a little bit on Monday, and then up to 40% pretty much Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and probably Friday and Saturday into next week as well. So again, pretty nice run of some pretty nice weather. Summer's going to be over, folks, before you know it. I've got a special event that I have been invited to tomorrow, a special ribbon cutting ceremony here in McGoffin County. That's all I can say at this time, except to say you can see it here and other news on tomorrow night's program. Good night and good Thursday, and thanks for watching.